Good afternoon. Suspended Bamban Mayor Alice Go is asserting her innocence directly to Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin as she denies all allegations hurled against her. In a letter addressed to Bersamin on June 18, Go strongly denies any involvement in the alleged cases of kidnapping, illegal detention, or human trafficking. According to Go, the accusations lodged against her are baseless, reiterating all denial pronouncements she made during a Senate panel investigation of her alleged ties with the Philippine offshore gaming operators. On Monday, the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission said that Go may be slapped with human trafficking charges. PAOK spokesperson Winston Casio explained that Go may be liable for the crime because she had partial ownership of properties where alleged human trafficking activities took place. However, Go did not address this point in her letter to Bersamin, who also heads the PAOK. Nevertheless, Go promises Bersamin that she will work with authorities throughout the investigation. A Filipino sailor was killed when Yemen's Huthi rebels attacked a bulk cargo carrier last week, according to the White House. The Iran-backed Houthis have launched dozens of drone and missile attacks in the vital shipping zones of the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden since November, describing them as retaliation for the Israel-Hamas war. But National Security Council spokesman John Kirby says the Filipino seaman killed was on the MV Tutor, a Liberian-flagged Greek-owned ship that had nothing to do with the conflict in Gaza. According to a security agency operated by the British Navy, the vessel suffered serious flooding and was abandoned after it was struck by a sea drone off rebel-held Hodea on June 12. Meanwhile, the Department of Migrant Workers has yet to confirm nor deny White House's remarks, saying that it will go by the information shared by the Philippine Embassy in Athens for the meantime. According to the agency, search operations for the Filipino sailor aboard the ill-fated MV Tutor will be undertaken as soon as the vessel reaches a safe dock. It adds that Ambassador Giovanni Palek of the Philippine Embassy in Athens met with MV Tutor's shipping principal. 22 Filipino seafarers were on board the MV Tutor when the attack transpired. 21 of these sailors were repatriated by the Philippine government on Monday, June 17. Prior to the attack, the Philippine government already barred Filipino seafarers from boarding vessels passing through the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. The Department of Migrant Workers required manning agencies to submit a written guarantee that passengers or cruise vessels with Filipino crew members will not traverse the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden, which have been designated as warlike zones. Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. says the armed forces of the Philippines will resist China Coast Guard's dangerous and reckless behavior off Ayungin Shoal. The China Coast Guard earlier claimed that its supposed solemn warning against a Filipino resupply boat that entered the waters of Ayungin Shoal was ignored, prompting them to take control measures, causing a collision between two vessels. In response, the AFP did not confirm nor deny that such an incident happened, saying they would not dignify what they branded as deceptive and misleading claims of China. In a statement, Teodoro says China's dangerous and reckless behavior in the West Philippine Sea shall be resisted by the AFP. Teodoro adds that the government will fulfill its sworn mandate to protect the Philippines' territorial integrity, sovereignty, and sovereign rights. According to the defense chief, Beijing's actions prevent the attainment of peace and stability in the South China Sea. The regular resupply mission in the BRP Sierra Madre grounded in Ayungin has become one of the flashpoints of tension in the West Philippine Sea as Chinese vessels resorted to the usage of water cannons during previous missions, which even injured Philippine Navy personnel at one point. Beijing asserts sovereignty in almost the entire South China Sea, including the West Philippine Sea, even if such a claim has been effectively invalidated by a July 2016 International Tribunal ruling from a case filed by Manila in 2013. The remains of the 3 Kuwait-based Filipinos who died when a fire broke out in a heavily populated residential building south of the city arrived in the Philippines, according to the Overseas Workers Welfare Administration. In a statement, OWA says that the remains of the victims were received by their families. According to the agency, the government will assist the victims' families as soon as possible. Based on previous reports, the 3 died from smoke inhalation. They were part of a group of 11 overseas Filipino workers employed in the same Kuwaiti construction company housed in the building that caught fire. Citing data from Kuwaiti authorities, the Department of Migrant Workers said the fire started at about 4:30 a.m. on June 12. A total of 49 people were killed in the fire. These are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good afternoon.